Have you ever had an itch in the same spot that just won't go away, no matter how much lotion you use? Maybe it's on your back, your arms, or right on your scalp. You scratch, it stops for a bit, then it comes right back. You assume it's dry skin or just part of getting older. But what if that itch is your body's way of telling you something more? What if certain itchy spots are warning signs that something deeper is going on inside? Now, I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to help you pay attention. Because your body is smart. It doesn't always shout when something's wrong. It whispers. And one of the ways it whispers is through your skin. The more I looked into this, the more I realized how often we ignore those signals. So I dug deeper. I read medical journals, spoke to doctors, and listened to real people's stories. And what I found is that certain itchy areas, especially in older adults, can be early signs of more serious internal issues. So today we're going to talk about 4 of those spots. 4 areas where persistent itching could be trying to get your attention. And by the time we're done, you'll know what to look out for, what questions to ask your doctor, and what steps to take to protect your health. And just to say thanks for watching and taking your health seriously, I've got a bonus tip at the end. A simple home habit you can start right away that not only soothes your skin, but helps your internal health too. If this is your first time here, welcome. I make videos to help people just like you. Smart, strong, experienced folks who know that life doesn't slow down just because we're getting older. If you find this helpful, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment. Share if you've had any strange itching lately and what you've tried. You might help someone else feel a little less alone. Now let's get into it. Here's something a lot of people don't realize. Itching isn't always a skin issue. Sometimes it's a liver issue. And one of the places this shows up first, right on the palms of your hands or the soles of your feet. You might think, well, that's just dry skin. But if your palms or feet feel unusually itchy, especially if it's worse at night, it could be a sign that your liver's having a tough time processing bile. When bile builds up in the blood, it can cause the skin to itch. Not in just one spot, but often in these specific areas. This type of itching doesn't always come with a rash or redness. That's why it gets missed. It can be easy to brush it off as nothing. But if the itching keeps returning, or if it's paired with fatigue, yellowing eyes, or changes in your stool, it's time to speak up. This isn't something you have to guess about. A simple blood test can check liver function, and if something's off, your doctor can help guide you toward the right treatment or lifestyle changes. And I want to be clear, this isn't about panic. This is about paying attention. You've lived long enough to know that your body often speaks in subtle ways. When something feels off for more than a few days, especially if it's in a specific area, that's your cue to ask questions. Not because you're fragile, but because you're wise. Another spot worth paying attention to? The upper back, right between the shoulder blades. Now this one might seem odd, but stick with me. Some people start feeling a crawling, itchy sensation in this area, like there's something under the skin. They'll try changing soaps, switching detergent, or using hydrocortisone cream, but nothing helps. What many don't realize is that this kind of persistent itching, especially when it's deep, like it can't be scratched, is sometimes connected to nerve issues or even gallbladder problems. The gallbladder sits under your liver and helps with digestion, especially breaking down fats. When it's not functioning properly, bile can back up, which again can show up as skin irritation. That itching between the shoulder blades might be one of the only signs your gallbladder is under stress. It might even come before any pain or digestive symptoms show up. I spoke to a woman not long ago who said she had this odd itch for nearly a year. Doctors kept telling her it was eczema. Turns out it was her gallbladder. She ended up needing a simple procedure, and within weeks the itching stopped completely. That's the kind of change that's possible when you listen early and act early. And I know itching seems like such a small thing, right? It doesn't feel urgent, but that's what makes it so sneaky. It's easy to ignore until it becomes something bigger. But you don't have to wait for that. You can notice now. You can listen now. If you're nodding along because you've had something like this, an itch that just won't go away in a specific spot that doesn't look irritated, don't be afraid to bring it up with your doctor. Write it down, keep track of when it happens, and trust that your body's worth paying attention to. You've done so much for others in your life. You've taken care of your family, your friends, your work, your responsibilities. This is about taking care of you. It's about staying ahead of things instead of waiting until they slow you down. And this journey we're on, it's not about chasing youth. It's about staying strong, aware, and connected to our bodies so we can enjoy the years ahead with freedom, comfort, and confidence. Let's keep going, because this next itchy spot catches a lot of people off guard. I'm talking about the lower legs, particularly the shins and ankles. It's a common place for dry skin, sure, but when the itching becomes constant, or when it seems to flare up at the end of the day or after you've been sitting for a while, there might be something deeper going on, something many seniors deal with but don't always recognize right away. And that's circulation. As we age, our veins can lose some of their elasticity. That means blood doesn't flow back up from the legs to the heart as easily as it once did. This can lead to something called chronic venous insufficiency, which simply means your blood is having a harder time making the return trip from your legs. And when blood pools or moves slowly, it can cause inflammation. That inflammation can show up as swelling, aching, and, yes, itching, especially right around the lower legs. Sometimes you'll see other signs too, like a feeling of heaviness in your legs, or visible veins that look darker or more swollen than usual. But even without those signs, persistent itching in this area deserves a closer look. It doesn't always mean something serious is wrong, but it's your body's way of flagging something it wants you to pay attention to. And here's where your habits make a big difference. If you tend to sit for long stretches, watching TV, reading, or just resting, it's helpful to elevate your legs for a little while during the day. That takes some pressure off your veins and helps improve blood flow. Even a short walk around the room every hour or so can help. And compression socks? They're not just for long flights. They can help many older adults reduce that leg swelling and discomfort that often leads to itching. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I've had itchy legs for years. How do I know if it's something to worry about? The answer is simple. If the itch is new, persistent, or feels different than your usual dry skin, check in with your doctor, especially if it comes with swelling, a change in skin color, or tired, achy legs. And if it's worse at night, that's another clue. That leads us to one more area that a lot of people overlook when it comes to itchy skin: the scalp. Now, itchy scalp seems harmless, right? It's common. It's easy to blame on dandruff or shampoo. But when the itching becomes more frequent, especially if there's no flaking or visible irritation, it could be tied to something else going on, specifically your kidneys. You see, your kidneys are responsible for filtering waste from your blood. When they're not functioning as well as they should, those waste products can build up. And one of the ways your body reacts to that overload is by making your skin more sensitive, especially on the scalp, where blood vessels are close to the surface. This kind of itch often feels like a deep, tingling irritation. It might flare up randomly during the day or wake you up at night. And like the other spots we've talked about, it doesn't always come with a rash. That's why it gets missed. Sometimes this itch shows up before any other symptoms, before changes in urination, before fatigue, before swelling in the hands or feet. And because it seems minor, it can be easy to ignore. But when your kidneys are under stress, your body tries to let you know however it can, and your skin becomes one of the first messengers. Now, I want to be clear, an itchy scalp doesn't automatically mean something's wrong with your kidneys. But it is one of those clues that, when paired with other small signs like puffiness in the morning, darker urine, or feeling more tired than usual, should prompt a conversation with your doctor. It's a simple blood test, nothing scary, but it gives you peace of mind, and that's worth everything. What I hope you're starting to see is that your skin isn't separate from the rest of your health. It's connected. It reflects what's going on inside. And in many cases, it gives you the earliest heads up that something's changing. That's not something to ignore. That's something to appreciate. Your body still wants to protect you. It still wants to guide you. You just have to listen. And here's something I really want you to take in. You know your body better than anyone else. If something feels different, even if you can't quite explain why, trust that instinct. If an itch shows up in a place that's not typical for you, or it won't go away no matter what you do, that's worth paying attention to. It doesn't mean something terrible is going to happen, but it does mean it's time to check in, to ask questions, and to advocate for yourself. And advocating for yourself doesn't mean being dramatic or demanding. It means saying, hey, I've noticed something new. Can we look into it together? That kind of mindset, proactive, curious, grounded, that's what helps you stay ahead of things. One of the biggest gifts you can give yourself in your 70s, 80s, or even 90s is paying attention without panic. These little signs, like where your skin itches, are like dashboard lights in a car. They don't mean you're broken. They just mean it's time to take a look under the hood. So if you've been feeling that persistent itch on your palms, your back, your lower legs, or your scalp, this is your chance to say, okay, body, I hear you. Don't worry, if any of those signs sounded a little too familiar, take a deep breath. This isn't about fear. This is about action. Because here's the good news. When your body gives you early warning signs like persistent itching in certain areas, that means you have time. Time to respond, time to adjust, time to take better care of what's happening inside. You are not helpless, you are not too late. And the solutions don't have to be complicated or expensive. In fact, some of the most powerful tools are already within reach. Right at home right now. Let's talk about some simple steps you can take to ease the itching and, more importantly, support the internal systems that may be behind it. First and foremost, hydration. I know it sounds basic, but it's one of the most powerful, overlooked tools for seniors. When your body's not getting enough water, everything struggles. Your skin dries out, your liver and kidneys work harder, and circulation slows down. That's a recipe for itching. So here's your challenge. Make drinking water part of your routine. Don't wait until you're thirsty. That signal gets weaker with age. Try a glass first thing in the morning, one with each meal, and another in the early evening. Herbal teas count too. Just go easy on caffeine. And if plain water feels boring, drop in a slice of lemon or cucumber for flavor. Next up, moisturizing your skin the right way. After you bathe or wash your hands, that's the perfect time to lock in moisture. Look for fragrance-free lotions or creams that contain ingredients like shea butter, ceramides, or oatmeal. These nourish your skin without causing irritation. And if you've been using the same lotion for years, check the label. Sometimes even the trusted brands sneak in alcohol or perfumes that actually make dry skin worse. For the legs especially, if you're dealing with itchiness on your shins or calves, moisturizing right after a warm, not hot shower and elevating your legs for 15 minutes a day can work wonders. It's not just about comfort, it helps your circulation and reduces swelling, which can ease internal pressure too. Now let's talk movement, because your body's systems need support from the outside in. If you've been less active lately, that's completely understandable. But even a few minutes of gentle movement a day, walking through the house, stretching, lifting your heels while holding onto a chair, helps move blood through your body and keeps your organs functioning better. Better circulation means your liver and kidneys get more oxygen, your skin gets more nutrients, and the chances of buildup or stagnation, the things that lead to that internal itch, go way down. And here's something a lot of folks don't think about. Your diet. What you eat has a direct line to your skin. If your liver or kidneys are overworked from processing too many heavy, salty, or fatty foods, your body will start showing signs, including irritation, inflammation, and itching. But this doesn't mean giving up everything you love. It means adding in more of the foods that help you heal. Think fresh vegetables, leafy greens, berries, and foods high in fiber. These help your digestive system eliminate waste more efficiently and take the load off your internal organs. Add some healthy fats too, like avocado, olive oil, or a handful of walnuts. These feed your skin from the inside out and help reduce inflammation. If liver or gallbladder health is a concern, you can support it with things like beets, lemon water, and dandelion tea. These aren't miracle cures, but they're natural supports your body will thank you for. Now let's talk about something equally important: stress. Yes, stress can make your skin itch. And no, it's not in your head. When you're under emotional strain, your nervous system becomes more reactive. That can make your skin feel more sensitive. Even mild irritation suddenly feels unbearable. And that itch-scratch cycle, it just makes everything worse. So it's not just about what's happening physically, It's about your state of mind. That's why finding ways to reduce stress is not just helpful, it's healing. Try taking 5 minutes in the morning to sit quietly, breathe slowly, think of one thing you're grateful for, or listen to calming music. Call a friend, step outside and feel the sun. These small practices lower your cortisol, help your immune system, and make your skin and your whole body less reactive. And please, don't go through this alone. If you're struggling with loneliness, reach out. Join a local group, take a class at your community center, or even comment on this video and start a conversation here. Sometimes just knowing someone else is going through the same thing can make you feel more grounded, more hopeful, more ready to keep going. Your mental health matters as much as your physical health, and they're deeply connected. The better you feel emotionally, the better your body responds, and that includes your skin. And finally, I want to encourage you to make regular checkups a part of your wellness routine. I know doctor visits can feel like a chore, but they're one of the best ways to stay ahead of issues before they become problems. A simple blood panel can check your liver, kidneys, and circulation. It's quick, it's easy, and it gives you peace of mind. If you've been experiencing unexplained itching, bring it up. Don't downplay it. Say it clearly. I've been having persistent itching in this spot, and I want to rule out any internal causes. You're not being a burden. You're being smart, proactive, respectful of your body and of your time. Because this stage of life, it's valuable. And you deserve to feel good in it. Not just okay, good, comfortable, mobile, confident, free to move through your day without constantly scratching or wondering if something deeper is going on. Your body is not working against you, it's working with you. And when you listen to it with curiosity instead of fear, that's when healing begins. Let's take a moment to pull everything together. If you've been feeling an itch that just won't go away, or you've noticed it in a specific area like your palms, your back, your lower legs, or even your scalp, your body may be trying to get your attention. These aren't just surface-level annoyances. They could be early signs that something deeper needs care. Whether that's your liver, your gallbladder, your kidneys, or your circulation. And here's the most important thing to remember. This isn't about fear. This is about awareness. You're not being dramatic by paying attention to what your body's telling you. You're being smart. You're being responsible. You're honoring the life you've lived and the life you still want to live fully. Your skin is part of that story. It's more than what people see. It's a communicator. It's your body's way of signaling that something might need a closer look. And when you listen to those signs early, you give yourself the best chance to take action, feel better, and avoid bigger problems later. Let's quickly go over what we've learned. Itchy palms or feet could be tied to your liver and bile flow. An itch between the shoulder blades might point to gallbladder stress or nerve involvement. Itchy lower legs can often relate to circulation issues, and an itchy scalp may suggest your kidneys are working overtime. On their own, these may not seem serious, but they're your body's way of saying, please check in. And the best part? You have options. You now know that staying hydrated, moisturizing smart, moving your body a little more each day, and adding in supportive foods can make a world of difference, not just for your skin, but for your organs and overall energy. You also know that stress, loneliness, and mental strain can play a role. That's why self-care isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Making time for rest, connection, and calm isn't selfish. It's healing. It's powerful. It's what keeps you strong and steady through each day. And you've heard how important it is to keep up with your health checkups. That one appointment could reveal exactly what's behind your symptoms and save you months or even years of discomfort. Never underestimate the value of being one step ahead. Now, I want to talk to you from the heart. You've spent a lifetime caring for others. You've worked, raised families, helped friends, built communities. You've earned the right to take care of yourself now with the same love and attention you've always given to those around you. And it starts by listening. Listening when something feels off, when your skin is itching more than usual, when your body is whispering, look a little closer. You deserve to feel at peace in your own skin. You deserve to move through your day without scratching, without second guessing, without wondering if something's wrong. And the good news is, you can. You can start making small changes today. Maybe you fill up that water bottle. Maybe you schedule a checkup you've been putting off. Maybe you take 5 minutes to gently stretch your legs and breathe deeply. Or maybe you open up to a friend, a neighbor, or even right here in the comments section and say, I've been going through this too. Whatever you choose, take that step. Don't wait. Your body's already telling you what it needs. Now it's your turn to respond. And if this video helped you, even just a little, please take a moment to like it and subscribe to the channel. I create content just for you, to help you stay informed, strong, and supported. And when you subscribe, you become part of a community that listens, shares, and grows together. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments. Have you been dealing with unusual itching in any of these spots? Did something we talked about today strike a chord with you? Your story could be exactly what someone else needs to hear to feel less alone and more hopeful. And if you know someone, maybe a sibling, a friend, a neighbor, who's quietly dealing with similar symptoms, share this video with them. Sometimes all it takes is a nudge from someone who cares to help someone else find answers. Thank you for spending this time with me. I know your attention is valuable, and I don't take it for granted. I hope you leave this video feeling more aware, more supported, and more confident in how you care for yourself. Because you're not just aging, you're growing wiser, stronger, and more capable than ever. So until next time, keep listening to your body, keep showing up for yourself, and remember, every day is another chance to take one small step toward better health, better comfort, and a better quality of life. Take care of your skin, take care of your body, and most of all, take care of your heart. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You deserve to feel good, and we're in this together.